Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Nine Souls. In our previous episode, we fought a boss for a bit and ultimately decided, let's do other stuff. So, this is us doing other stuff. We have picked up some additional power. We've got some options as far as what we're doing. We're getting a little bit better with the parrying, I think. So, collected the data. Rhizomatic energy meter. Rhizomatic energy column report. Rhizomatic energy flow results normal. Rhizomatic energy is generated when the primordial roots absorb light. Over the past millennia, with the development of the Solarian technology, methods for extracting and storing this energy have been continuously improved upon. During the turbulent era, the G Empire, or the G Kingdom, created the first large-scale rhizomatic columns to meet the power needs of their military. Groups of these columns were built across Penglai by various kingdoms. However, with the rise of Taoism, the columns slowly fell into disrepair. Okay. Two, three. Alright. That went okay. Excellent. Love opening doors. Damn. Damn, a little bit slow. Oh. Artifact multi-tool kit, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shan Shan. A sophisticated tool set crafted by the great craftsman of Ying. This was a must-have dream tool for even the most accomplished of craftsmen. Alright, cool. So we're over here now. That's connected all the way around. Excellent. We need to turn in the map thing, don't we?
Dang it.
Let's actually go back to the pavilion. We can turn in that thing for Shan Shan and also potentially turn in the map stuff. Because I had neglected to do that. What do you have there, Yi? Don't get too excited. This isn't a toy. It's a multi-tool used by engineers to repair equipment.
thả chuyến lấy.
That's great. I happen to need some tools. Can I borrow it? No. What if you accidentally sliced off your own fingers?
Ai ồ,
Come on, I'm not going to do that. Did you forget? I made every single piece of furniture in our house. Let's see, what does this button do?
ồ.
A knife just popped out. Wow, it moves. Careful. This is a product of Ying. The blades are very sharp.
Ừ,
Who's Ying? Ying isn't a person, it's a nation on Pinglai, famous for their crafting, but that was long time ago. All the great craftsmen have been in decline since the end of the turbulent era. The job of craftsman grew less and less popular. I have a friend who suffered a lot because of this. I don't get it. People who can make stuff are super popular in our village. Our neighbor Ah Feng knew how to sharpen stones to make all sorts of tools. With her spears, even I could hunt down boars. We had a lot of meat in the village back then. Well, some might ask, what if those spears were pointed at not boars, but at each other people? I did cut my hand on a blade once, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't use spears, or that we should look down on people who make them. My friend would be so happy if you were able to hear your words. Then, does your friend mind if I borrow this tool? Fine. Just remember to hold it steady. Use only the blunt blades, and never point it at yourself when cutting. Okay. Don't press buttons with it or let it touch electricity.
buồn dãi chứ.
Okay. Alright, let's give you this.
Kato.
Thank you, thank you. That is it. Are you really going to give me useful information? Of course, map data for you. Now, read. How can I be sure the information you give me is correct?
No tail.
Trust between
tail.
people. Simple. Your language module may be broken, but that doesn't seem to affect your communication capabilities. Alright. Ooh, okay. Okay, cool. There's still a something in here, presumably there. Let's see if we can find it. I'm not gonna lie, I am quite tempted to just do some off-camera grinding, get some money, and see if we can't kind of numerically strengthen ourselves. Cool. And this one actually suggests that we're done, though there's a bit that we haven't gone down that I want to check out. This bit right here. That was not listed as one of the things. So I think the move now would be to return to the pavilion and then squirrel outwards from that, because there's still options that we haven't explored. So when we came out here earlier, it kind of just beeline to the right. Let's see what we can figure out. Pretty sure we can't do anything. Oh, nope, we totally can. Nice. Secrets! / new areas. Ooh, this feels very new area. Were made. He did not be doing that. Hello? Parappa?
Sorry.
Oh, that is disconcerting with the animated eye looking around. Hello, friend. Nice day for a walk, isn't it? Who are you? Who am I? Who I am isn't important. What's important is our current conversation. So you're just a Solarian taking a leisurely stroll through these ruins? If you don't explain your purpose here, you're going to have to forgive my rudeness. Listen to me, my friend. I have no intention of being your enemy. I'm also confident that you are not about to harm me. According to the hexagrams, violent conflict will not occur. I have always held great confidence in the insights of my divine provides. I thought all the superstitious Solarians stayed in Pinglai. What's more, the Daybreak Tower is a relic deeply symbolic of our ancestors. This is no place to start a fight. What tower? You mean these dilapidated ruins? My friend, things are never as they seem on the surface. Eons ago, the Daybreak Tower used to be the most magnificent altar in the place of immortals. And emperors would come here on important days to pray to the heavens. They would ask the holy men living in the tower to divine the fortunes of their kingdoms. Praise be the soul, and grant our people peace and prosperity. May the soul grant us the power to destroy our enemies. Please grant me sons who will extend the lifeline of the Empire. If you listen carefully, you can still hear their prayers echoing faintly between these walls. Battered by the winds of the time, the entire belief system eroded and disappeared. People even invented a whole new way to define soul. That's because they found their own two hands far more reliable than any contrived gods. A late friend of mine once said something similar. In short, when I came back to my senses, I could no longer hear the music of the Daybreak Tower. Such a pity. I wish you could have seen this place at the height of its splendor. The bells rang with deep, majestic tones as the ancient Kunlun people assembled here to share food, wine, songs, and faith. It was a breathtaking sight. Songs and wine. Now that sounds a bit more interesting.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. That reminds me, I've got a little something for you. This ancient music sheet is one of my treasured possessions. The bells used to fill these halls with the same melodies. If you manage to find the right instruments in these ruins, you should try playing some of this music. Your appetite for stories seems to be wearing thin. I'll let you be on your way. Okay. Artifact. Ancient sheet music. Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shan. This old sheet music was apparently used for sacrificial ceremonies. It was obtained from a mysterious Solarian individual. Okay. Got ourselves another spot. Excellent. Might as well rest. We saw that treasure chest, but like I don't think we can do anything with it. Well, I shouldn't have survived that. I over-allocated myself. Kind of going in directions. I love it when Metroidvanias just kind of like open up and they're like, yeah, sure, explore. All right. Immediately can't go that way. I'm okay with it. I have no beef with going a direction and then finding out like, oh, there's an ability that we don't have yet. That is a-okay with me. Ah, Trixie. Oof. Alright. That is slightly unfortunate in terms of who killed me, I think, but... Oh, you just keep coming, huh? Alright, so... Alright. Go ahead and heal again, because it's interesting. I hadn't really clocked it before, but when we die, we leave experience behind. So there is a very significant, like, not just monetary, but like progression incentive for us to go back and get our body. Ooh. Very cool. Dragon boat with a harpoon thingy? Oh. That seems cruel. don't believe for a second that... Yeah. I don't believe for a second that that's it. Damage here, which is not ideal. Alright. Go for it again, or do we maybe check some of the other things? I think maybe we check some of the other things, because I am feeling... Ooh, maybe we don't, though. Alright, never mind. We keep going. We walked right by that, you know, building with the door. So, I would have liked to go back now and looked inside of it, but... I didn't get up fast enough. I don't really know where this bear is coming from. I should have waited for that to heal and then done it. Well, what's done is done. This will heal me back some. At least doing this, like repeating this little gauntlet, we are getting money and XP, so alright, and that was that. Cool. Lake Yaoshi Stele. Inscriptions of an ancient stele. West of Yaochi and towering above is the Daybreak Tower. As an ancient Penglai holy site, Kunlun's Yaochi Lake was once the site of sacrificial ceremonies. Back when Sol was just the name of a star, people viewed the primordial roots as the mother and Sol as the father. Prayers within the circular building were said to be able to reach heaven. During summer nights, strangers from ancient Kunlun would gather in the tower and celebrate with song and dance, exalting the soul with their lyrics and passing on their soul worship to subsequent generations. Okay. Thank you for heals.
天气必胜。
How are you doing, dear brother? Is it day or night where you are right now? What does the sky look like out there? I've never left Jia, so I've always felt envious whenever you told me about all those faraway places. Didn't have many friends my age when I was a kid. The grass, the trees, the sky, and the stars were what kept me company whenever you were away.
看谁马金手，
Remember when I first told you about hearing the roots sing? You thought I was hallucinating from being alone all the time. Death Star. King? Why haven't you gone to sleep yet? You talking to the roots again? How did you know? The weather tonight is great, so all the branches are singing. I've told you again and again, the primordial roots aren't sentient, most likely hearing random static generated by its energy. You just don't know them yet. They can be quite lively. I learned about the celestial bodies in school today. Did you know that light from the stars in the sky are actually from a long, long time ago?
焰影及锋芒，
A star leaves its brilliance behind as it burns itself. That light travels thousands, if not millions, of light years to reach us.
我听你 say，
I heard a classmate say that the stars may shimmer brightly, but they may have already been extinguished. All that's left are the last vestiges of their final moments, echoes from the past.
攞住對烏法，
That's what nourishes the roots. They absorb the remnants of stars, turn it into milk to feed us and supply us with energy. What my teacher doesn't know is that all souls and dreams also end up as food for the primordial roots. They emit a song as they devour. I hear their deep melody as I fall asleep each night.
小霧亦你海，
They sing about all the stories across this vast universe. That's how the roots perpetuate the memories of the universe, how they nurture new stories as others come to an end for all eternity. I wouldn't have described the energy conversion process in such a sentimental way. You have a rather active imagination. Isn't it just captivating? All their branches contain stories from the past. There's even souls from...
仔蟲，
Okay, I know. That sounds like a fine poem waiting to be written. But you should still focus on your studies, okay? Primordial roots' energy can be explained through scientific principles. I'll let you be my assistant, then you can learn all about it. Do you really think there are souls inside the roots? That thought alone is a bit worrying. Not really. Forget about that. Look, a shooting star. You didn't approve. You thought the world ran on not on sentiment, but on science and rationality. I swore to never talk to them again, but the voices never disappeared. I hid under the covers and responded in secret. Our calls and responses formed their own meandering melody, its color and aroma changing as it
龙
flowed.
仔草，
Even now, in these dead streets and deserted alleys, the roots still sing. So please, don't worry about me, dear brother. I am not alone, not when I have the roots to tell me your story. Interesting. I can enter this one, I guess. Ooh. Cool. What a design. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, cool. Actually, nope, hold. Soul Reaper Jade, 1 pip. Any Jinn and experience absorbed by the enemy that killed you can be recovered using a talisman explosion that removes the need to actually kill the enemy that killed ye. Interesting. I feel like that's not particularly great. Because, like, the challenge isn't defeating the regular enemy that got us. The challenge is, you know, getting back to them in one piece. Oh, shit. Alright. Not that way. Wow. That went down quickly. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and look in this since it might be like the other one and, you know, just be a quick little... Alright, it doesn't seem to be working. Where's the bear? I don't understand why the bear goes up like that. Go ahead and pop it, even though I feel like that's a mistake. I doubt that we're gonna have to redo the enemy gauntlet here. We'll see. I appreciate that we didn't have to redo it. No, no. Refill. Thank you. Playing sloppy? Never. Trust myself. Whew. I really need to spend these skill points that I'm just like sitting on like a fool. Point. Perfect time. Alright. Skills. Alright. This feels worth it to me. Being able to quickly recover after taking a nasty hit just feels pretty useful. Back to data, ancient cave painting. Poem on the genesis of Fusang. Fusang, the soul's spear. In its sorrow and compassion it descends, granting us life's vigor. The primordial roots, also known as Fusang, is the oldest plant on our mother planet, Penglai. Feeds on light and reaches across all islands and land masses. Since prehistoric times, Solarians have been inseparable from the roots. It provides shelter for sleeping and fruit for warmth on Penglai. Civilizations arose wherever the tree thrived. Okay. Comes from a different direction. I should rest. Those heals back. Confirm. We actually do have a whole nother slot that we've not taken any advantage of. This has not, like, I have not been doing a good job of attaching talismans. So, we'll put this on. And I don't think we can, yeah, we don't have the prerequisite for it. But we'll run with that. I guess we'll have just an empty slot for now. Hopefully we'll pick up more stuff soon. Will be useful. Interesting.
哎呀，困就啉伊。
I was not expecting the bounce. Ooh, look who decided to show up after all this time. Are you a harpy? What am I looking at? Did your astounding intelligence lead you into this trap? This is quite eye-opening. I could sense it from afar. As stubborn as ever, I see. I've got to give it to you, though. It takes courage to storm into my territory all on your own. You only just came back from the dead, right? Figured anyone who got another shot at life would know better than to intrude on my farmlands. I don't intend to die in these barren fields.
Oh.
Barren, you say? Then let us fertilize it with some fresh, organic remains. We farmers are naturally thrifty. Nothing goes to waste. Not even a skinny little mouse.
You saw?
Rise and shine, my beasts. There's work to be done. She's got a cool design. I like the way that she looks. Hey, fellas. Y'all okay? Mama, it's dark. So scared. Jiangxi soldiers. This technology was banned centuries ago. Gone so far as to modify the ape men. What's wrong with putting everything to good use? The opportunity to serve me beyond death is a special privilege I bestow. I read the system report the moment I woke up. You apparently made a mess out of the livestock area. I was there when we captured ape men on the pale blue planet. They're obedient creatures that can be quite cute once tamed. But as our pets or as livestock, in the end, they're just tools. Have you begun to think of yourself as one of these beasts now that you've mingled with them in their cage? Enough. Are you here to lecture me or kill me? Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder. Better send you on your way. Got a field inspection to conduct later today. Bring him down with all your might, my beasts. I'll reward you with some rice afterwards. No, wait, this isn't part of the plan. That's not what I meant when I said bring him down. Damn it, this is a complete disaster. You imbeciles. Okay. Feels very Silk Song right here. Alright, new character bio. Does it count as a thirst trap? I think it does. Oh. All right, new ability. New ability would be great. Finding chi to form a blade. Intriguing. The theory is simple. Is this gonna let us hold X to unleash charge strike and break the stone barrier? Cool. You had another line, but I missed it. Oh yeah. There it is, my body and blade bound together by chi. This is the final trial. Can this sword penetrate a defensive barrier? That would be fantastic. The sword lives ever present in both myself and whatever the last word was. Cool. In case it's not clear, auto-advancing text is one of my least favorite things that shows up in games all the time. All the freaking time. Charge strike. Hold X to charge. Yi will glow green once it's fully charged. Release the attack button after charging to unleash a powerful forward thrust, which can destroy enemy shields and hard obstacles. Excellent. Progress. I cannot help but imagine that will have combat utility in the extreme. I don't really think that it's going to do anything here, but yeah, it did not. Oh yeah. Alright, do we think that we have to go back to the pavilion? I think we do. I'm down for that. That is okay with me. I've got a thing to give Sean, I think. But I kind of don't want to do it yet, just because we've done one of those already this episode. And I kind of feel like I want to spread those out. That could be me. Wait, I don't know that recycling is a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, even though I'm not planning to equip it. Cool. other things later. Heck yeah. Alright, so, breaking through barriers, you say? That sounds an awful lot like... That was silly of me. Cool, it does. I was kind of hoping for that. Breaking through barriers sounds like the kind of thing that we could use over here. Still don't know where the bear is coming from that keeps attacking us, but I'm gonna pop into here, see if we can like this guy. I'm hoping that we'll find a charm that makes the charge attack happen quicker. Which honestly, this would be a perfect place for that to drop. Movable Jade. Reduces time required to execute charge strike when standing still. Be as still as a mountain in the face of formidable foe. Interesting. Alright, so a trade-off. We have to not move to do the fast charge. Do I think that that is worth the cost? That can't be good. My camera just overheated. Anyways. We'll take this off. Because I actually do want this. Like, this is an actively useful thing that I can put to good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, even though I don't really intend to leverage it yet. This screams of come back when you've got double jump. Ooh, okay. Okay. This door is closed to us for now. This, I'm assuming... Yeah, we don't have swimming, so it hurts us immediately. There. Alright, there was a spot over here that we could break through with our new ability. I appreciate that we can climb on vines with this ability still charged. Alright, it does have slightly better reach than our normal attack, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I don't trust this guy not to kick my ass. Alright, that actually went better than I expected. Ah, I see. Shit. 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 Yay! Oh, that went so much better. Charge attack. Advanced component, widely used in processors for guards and various machines. The amount of Gen used directly affects their performance. Yields a large amount of Gen when recycled at 3D printer. Cool. There's not a save point here, which I don't love because we are a bit hurt. That's okay. We will probably find one before too long. Alright, basic component. Hell yeah. Interesting. Shit. Oh, that's a little bit of a hike. You're shitting me. Do not love needing to use that already, but that's on me for playing sloppy. Cultivation Jade slightly increases experience gained from defeating enemies. Ooh. Well, I want that. For sure. Alright, reminder to self. Things explode. I wasn't expecting him to follow me down for some reason. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Let's see if we can't reclaim our body. Shit. I want to look at this again. There's a good chance that there's stuff going down in these little bits over here that we haven't found yet, but there's also a chance that we'll find a healing spot just like right up here. Got a signal coming. My lord, you have found anything at the... Have you found anything at the research center? I've been encountering something resembling chunks of flesh. They may be creatures that snuck in from the agricultural zone, but there's no way the facilities were left unguarded. Never seen anything like this. Don't even think Gomang would be this demented. Can you check the maintenance logs here? My apologies, but the highest clearance is required to access the research center. Everything there is completely classified. Fine, I'll just have to deal with whatever's happening after I take over. Of course, but please pay attention to your well-being. Feel free to return to the Four Seasons Pavilion when you're feeling too stressed. I don't have time for that. I'm hanging up. Alright, we are hurt. Ooh. Artifact, Xiandao Academy periodical, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shan Shan. The academic text from the Tianzhao Academy titled Introduction to the Tellurgical Applications. This scroll covers the basics of tellurgy and is easy to understand for beginners. Okay. Oh. Yep, well, that's us dead. That's okay. I was overplaying my hand by a lot there. Let's very quickly let's look at skills. I'm tempted. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Because that opens up the way for this, which I think will be more potentially useful. There we go. So we're going to go with that, and this is where I'm going to draw this episode to a close. Yeah. I feel like we made pretty good progress, actually. A lot of world progress, if not boss progress. New ability, obviously. So, YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!